Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the TWF Friday Night SmackDown. We're doing it on 12 noon today. So, we had to take the battery out. Well, we can't really take the battery out of the computer, but we had to let the battery run down. The Windows reset itself. We had to reinstall the Dolby Flash player, the Microsoft Silverlight player, and for some reason, Microsoft Windows Internet Explorer, and Google Chrome and Mulsey's Firefox have these unresponding errors that come up, either telling you stuff like, "Oh, end the plugin, stop the script." Don't ask me why. It's like, so, but anyway, we got the computer back up, and so far its behavior has stayed the same. No freezes, no lockups. Lockup is another term for freezing when a computer doesn't let you do anything. So here we go. Today on Friday Night SmackDown, we're going to have the return match between James Storm and Abyss Revolution, as they're called in TNA, against the tag team of Lord Zed and Aries, who not too long ago won the TWF World Tag Team Championships. So, going to bring the belt. So, let's go and bring the belts out. Sorry for that burp. Yeah, that's a little better than that. Okay, let's go find the tag belts. Does he want the tag belt? Okay, yeah, here's two of the tag belts. There we go. And for us doing the whole rigmarole of going on YouTube again and getting the theme music and then taking the risk of, Firefox having an unresponsive moment and had to fight through that just to get back on YouTube to go play the music. Not worth doing that. Now Aries won't stand up. Alright. My theory is I'm just going to have to keep it open. Never just maximize it, never truly escape from it. Now, here we are. Currently in the ring, they are the TWF World Tag Team Champions, Lord Zed, the Emperor of Evil, and Aries, the God of War. Hey, first off, Lord Zed said, before we even have these return match, rumor on the street was that Commissioner Godzilla and Director of Operations Track, General Manager Xena, and Executive Administrator Gabrielle, for some reason, but it would be so cool to give James Storm and Abyss Revolution, that's the original tag team name, a return match for the TWF World Tag Team Championships. Aries said, we do all we do to try to stay relevant. We'll do everything we do to try to get ourselves back here. And now Aries says the rag-a-ma-dag thrown together tag team of James Storm and Abyss. I mean, how many tag teams has James Storm been thrown together with? Let's see, James Storm and Chris Harris, America's Most Wanted, James Storm and Christopher Daniels, James Storm and Gunner, now James Storm and Abyss. And everybody's going to say, hey, don't knock on James Storm. He's a 5-time NWA World Tag Team Champion of Chris Harris and Christopher Daniels. Oh, he's a 6-time, a 7-time, whatever, TNA World Tag Team Champion of Robert Roode and Gunner and Abyss. And like, oh, shouldn't knock on Abyss because oh God. You shouldn't knock on Abyss because Abyss apparently is oh my God, a former NWA heavyweight champion. And he's a 2-time TNA television champion, a 2-time TNA X Division champion, and 1-time TNA World Tag Team champion. Well, we'll put it this way. Aries said, James Storm, I don't care if you're trying to impersonate Shawn Michaels, Steve Austin, Sheamus, or whatever you want to go as. And Abyss, Lord Zed said, I don't care if you're claiming that you're trying to parody Kane during his first and second stints of wearing a mask. It doesn't really matter to me. What matters to me is this beating your asses and embarrassing the hell out of you. You want your return matches? Well, here you go. But actually, I think that Matthias the Scorpion King Cassandra would be more deserving. Because, remember, they won the belts for forfeit from They won the match from CM Punk and Austin Aries, and you guys swooped in and won it from them. Uh-oh, James Storm showed up in Abyss. So this is like what happened last week, or whatever. You came out and runs your mouth about how I was a joke, right, Aries? Oh, and Abyss said you came out and said how bad I was, Lord Zed. But at least we're still relevant. You don't hear anybody talking about Ares, the European Greek god of war, or Lord Zed, Emperor of Evil. Unless, Lord Zed, you're just trying to live off your reputation from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and stuff. That's really what it all was, Lord Zed. Trying to live off your reputation from your glory days from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Before you got replaced on Power Rangers Zeo by King Amando in the Machine Kingdom, actually. And then you got replaced once again by Divatox and her group. And then, you eventually did try to make yourself a minor villain as far as Power Rangers Zeo was concerned. But Turbo, you were nowhere to be seen. And then in Space, just 2 appearances. And Aries, you're trying to live off your reputation you had from Young Hercules, Hercules Legendary Journey, Xena Warrior Princess, Wonder Woman the series, Wonder Woman the animated series. So why don't I just give you this? Oh! James Storm just gave the final call to Aries and Abyss did Black Hole Slam on Lord Zed. The match has gotten started here. Ding-ding-ding, but the sad thing is that Aries still has a spell around him. And what's going to happen here? Final call. Oh! Will this be the night that James Storm and Abyss become 2-time TWF World Tag Team Champions? James Storm has won it the first time with Bobby Roode. Oh! Aries now got the belt off of him now. I think James Storm and Abyss took exception to all the things that Aries and Lord Zed had said about him. Oh! And now Abyss has finally come in, and he got tagged in by James Storm, and he black hole slammed at Aries, and Aries has finally tagged out Lord Zed, who gets dragged into the ring. The other belts come in the ring, unfortunately. The referee has to get the belt out of the ring. I don't know how he let Aries be wrestled with the belt on. And now Lord Zed in trouble. And the black hole slam. Lord Zed. Abyss said Lord Zed was trying to live his glory days. Relive his glory days from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And Aries is trying to live his glory days from Young Hercules and Hercules Legendary Journeys and Xena Warrior Princess and Wonder Woman the series. Oh. Here we gotta do something. They gotta do something. Wait a minute, Aries did extraction. Aries extracting the referee right now. And while the referee's trying to deal with Aries, Lord Zed, oh, this nailed Abyss with the belt. What the hell? Lord Zed just nailed Abyss with the belt. And Aries just took down James Storm. So the referee didn't even see the belt problem. 1, 2, 3. Ding ding. Here is your winners. And still the TWF World Tag Team Champions. Where's the other belt at? Lord Zed and Aries. Oh, God. and Aries and Lord Zed have ran off with the TWF World Tag Team Championships, and Abyss and James Storm had an argument with the referee, and the referee said that he didn't see Lord Zed use the belt on him. He didn't see Aries. He was being occupied by Aries. He didn't see Lord Zed nail Abyss with the belt. So we either have to leave it up for the championship committee for either Commissioner Godzilla or Director of Operations Shrek or General Manager Xena or Executive Administrator Gabrielle to come up with the decision. And we might, unfortunately, might be tomorrow an explosion when we actually, if we hear from them. Wait a minute. Sister Abigail to James Storm. Sister Abigail to Abyss. What is Bray Wyatt doing? Where are you at, Chief Brand Officer Steve Austin? Stone Cold Steve Austin, the world's toughest SOB. What I want to think is how a man who calls himself a redneck drives monster trucks, pickup trucks, and a man who drinks beer thinks that he is in any shape or form in the same league as a demon or a monster like me. You see, what I did to these two fools, James Storm and Abyss, well, they're just in the wrong place in the wrong time. Kind of like how you were, Stone Cold Steve Austin, when you allied yourself with Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Allied yourself with the Commissioner, and what happened? I won back my TWF TWF Light Heavyweight Championship. I already defeated Xena and The Undertaker, Angel and Sting, and Hercules and Hulk Hogan, and Captain Jack Sparrow, and the Boogeyman, and I already defeated Godzilla. And I want to add you, Steve Austin, to that list. I want to defeat you. And by defeating the so-called world's toughest SOB, and defeating the Texas Rattlesnake, adding you to the list of the conquered. And Godzilla, when it's all over, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Chief Brand Officer, you will follow the buzzards. Well, that's all the time we got here for Friday Night SmackDown. We'll see you tomorrow for Explosion.